Hello to my Taurus. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into your reading. Happy new moon. Happy new moons. Moon is still in Cancer, so it could affect your eating, like emotional eating. You feel like a seed has been planted. It could affect you like emotional eating, and then it's going to move into Leo. So somebody is realizing that they're starting to go where they feel nurtured, where they're appreciated and not tolerated, where you're not overworking yourselves. Something could be done in secret. You're like, I want to know everything first. I want to be enlightened about everything. I don't want to do stuff when I'm tired, when I'm hungry, when I'm hangry, when I'm, like where another spirit has taken over, right? So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So here we have attract good fortune, Psalm 74. That's verses 16 and 17 on paper, right? To attract good fortune. Yeah. Somebody feels like the moon exposes secrets, and somebody just doesn't like being kind of like kept in the dark about things. And so to make a decision, what I'm picking up already from somebody is like to make a decision when you another spirit has taken over. Let's say like when you're hungry, there could be the spirit of, it could kind of seem like it's the spirit of gluttony because you be hungry, angry at the same time, working extra hard, didn't get a chance to take a break. You can be so hungry and somebody wants you to hurry up and make a decision about something, or um, money is involved, or you know intimacy or something is involved or whatever. Somebody's trying to hurry up and rush to make a decision about something. So source is saying to attract good fortune, 74 855, love abundantly. So donate your time. This is a call to action. The love that you have in your heart can be shared with those around you. Where can you demonstrate love to someone who doesn't feel any? Your guides want you to donate some time today to a person, or an organization that would benefit from the abundance of love you have in your heart. Sign up for a local beach cleanup, reach out to an elderly neighbor, or offer to babysit for someone. Any loving action counts. Any loving action counts. Any loving action counts. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Some of the things that you all can do during a new moon in Cancer is create, 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 right? Get around other creatives, people who like to create, use their time to create things that's going to benefit their future, like attract good fortune, right? And that's what I'm seeing here. So far in your card. So a moon in Cancer is a powerful time for emotional renewal, setting intentions related to home, family, and self-nurturing. It's a water sign ruled by the moon itself, making this lunation especially potent for tapping into intuition, healing. Yeah, somebody is learning how to be on a team of energies who like to create multiple streams of income versus attaching yourself to other people's additional streams of income without knowing. So at the root, somebody is not only having a title, but somebody also has the authority to speak up, ask questions. What is this? How are we making money? Somebody's like, almost like I said, auditing. You're looking at the pros and cons. 3 and 8 is 11. Like somebody is an auditor. Somebody is looking at the pros and cons. Like you are looking at the pros and cons of who you're, these multiple streams of business, multiple streams of income. Somebody's like, I need to know what I need to know everything from top to bottom at the root from the very beginning. Can't start at number 3. I need to start at Ace of Pentacles. I need to start at the beginning. We're not just talking money. I need to know everything. I need to see everything. I need to see books. I need to see how this is going out, how this is coming in, all of that. Like somebody needs to be like meticulous, because source is saying to you something about the third house. Something about third house. When you're on a team with some energies, third house is about early education, intelligence, sibling interaction, logic, reason, communication skills, short trips and hobbies. If you think to yourself, I wouldn't even take a short trip or a hobby with certain energies, why in the world would I make money with certain energies? Like, I'm not sure. Like, why are we talking money when you could be connected to something, you know? Yeah. Somebody could have skeletons in their closet. This right here. This is them bones right here. This is 20. Yeah. Why would I do business with some energies who look down on me? And something about you in your third house and early education. Why would I do business with energies that look down on me? Why would I link up with energies that look down on me? First time you walk in, this is 3 and 8 is 11. That's like walk. That's a pathway, right? And somebody starts taking words like initiation or talking about this and talking about that and so on and so forth. So it's saying, why would you team up with somebody who you don't even know what they talking about? They haven't given you. They just start talking about, we want you to be a member of our team. Okay, I need to know all the particulars. I need to know all the particulars. What am I getting into? Right? Somebody is about to end up in a leadership position, working 8 hours a day, something that you're mastering, right? And looking at your cards here, and I'm talking to you wherever second house, excuse me, Taurus rules second house. So you're inspired to do something that you love to do. And something is just going to come so easy for you because you're able to stay focused. And so Source is saying to you, Source is putting you in a leadership position, but if it's around people that you know that would not even be bothered with you, like for real, like they wouldn't be bothered with you they wouldn't, no time of the day would they be bothered with you, right? Your second house, they wouldn't team up with you with his personal resources, money habits, possessions, financial security, self-worth, income sources. Like that's gonna be a no. That's gonna be a no for you. That's gonna be a no for you. You like, I can't stay focused. I can't stay focused around energies that can, something about your energy is going to say, I can't stay focused around energies that can inspire me, but I can't inspire them. Like, okay, well, something don't match here. One of these things are not like the other. So that's what somebody is saying. It's like, okay, to attract good fortune, Psalm 74. Yeah, so you got some messages that's coming through. You got some clear messages that's coming through. Some energies may have said something to you, or maybe a younger person to you that it was emotionally immature. Um, yeah. So it's saying, nah, everybody has greatness in them. Everybody can lead. Everybody. Yeah, everybody can lead. Somebody may have said, oh, that somebody got too many skeletons in their closet. Well, who don't? So it's just trying to teach somebody how to rise above judgment, because hey, that thing is swinging. And Source is exposing everybody. This year 9, Source is like, all kinds of generational cycles, chains, and curses are being broken. Everybody's everybody's breaking a generational cycle, chain, and curse. So when people think that they think, I'm telling y'all, when people think that their family don't have skeletons in their closet, Source is saying, soon as you walk through a door, whoever you are, tuned in here, for a job or in your personal or your professional life, some people wanted to be attached to your money, but had this been you when you were younger, they would have looked down on you. And Source is saying to you, for whatever reason, your outer appearance, because that's what Pentacles is. It deals with the physical existence of things, right? The physical existence of things. And just so we can get to the getting to, in terms of the physical existence of things, they would have judged you based on your stability, your security, your vitality, your loyalty, your prosperity, your patience, your tenacity, and your career success. That's what you was being judged on. As soon as you walk through the door, how much money this person making? They got multiple streams of income. Okay, maybe we can. Okay, they can take instruction from us, but we can't take instructions from them. So whether you're a woman who under men who believe like that, or whether you're a man who believe that women feel like men should be under them, or whatever. Source is trying to tell, or whether you white or black or this religion or that religion, somebody looks down on you as if you are less than and they are greater than for whatever outer appearance reason. And Source is saying to you, uh-uh, your meek is not weak. Yeah. Some energies took one look at a Taurus and went, oh no. Thought they were better than you. Nose up in the air, prideful energy. Somebody was dealing with an energy who is what somebody was dealing with, whether it doesn't matter whether it could be your sun or moon sign in Taurus, right? But somebody took one look at you and somebody else and said they you could see arrogance all over them. They were stubborn and domineering. In other words, you can take instruction from them, but as far as they thought to themselves, and somebody may have been younger than you are, ain't no way in the world. They said to themselves in their mind, "There's no way in the world I can take instructions from Taurus. It ain't no way," because they felt like, hey, they had the answer to like something about somebody's energy just gives off. There's a difference between being confident in source and being arrogant, like prideful and arrogant. Right. So somebody feel like, oh, I can teach you something, but you can't teach me anything. That's their demon. Whoever this is, that's their demon. Somebody looked at you and thought, y'all know how y'all make that sound with your lips? Like a tuh. Like for real, who is this? Who is this? I'm telling you, as soon as your legs walk through a door, somebody looked at you and went. And if you had something about a younger person here, did the same thing. Oh, I guess you can be a part of the team. 9 of Cups. Like you hit the jackpot, because I'm telling you, somebody was feeling something. Somebody was like, I kind of got a feeling that we may have a title, but not necessarily a something like. So emotionally, somebody's feeling like they just hit the jackpot. Money is coming across your path. Yeah, money is coming across your path because, yeah, that's like that's like meeting somebody. Because I'm looking at this right here. Somebody could enter into a new love relationship. Either you or somebody that you love could be entering into a new love relationship. It could be you or your child or you and your kids or whatever, like young or somebody younger if you have kids. And as soon as you walk into their family's household, they looking at you like, okay, only way we would let this energy in is if they could, like this, like you had to pay your way to get into a particular family. Who is doing that? Or like a particular job that you could be on. Somebody is like, okay, they know what you bring to the table. You coming in, y'all know how like on a resume, people will put on a resume like hobbies and stuff like that. Somebody saw you or more of an asset to them than they were to you, right? But this is about you knowing your worth and your value. Like everybody got skeletons in their closet, right? So a light is now shining on something. Hmm. You know what? So crazy. I don't even know. Listen, this is crazy. I mean, because I'm just looking at this and I'm just like saying to myself, why do people do this? Why looking at your cards here? Because I'm seeing multiple streams of income for you. I'm seeing more money coming across your path. I'm seeing somebody who is a very compassionate leader. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards. But I'm also seeing how when we look at this dim bones and from my hoodoo deck, how people have judged people as soon as they walk through the door, as if they're not on planet Earth, like as if there's not. This is generational, as if there's not skeletons in their closet. Somebody not shaking a tree hard enough. You know, the first generation, but the second, third generation. Okay, let's just shake the shake the tree. Child, a mess. Whew. Yeah. So anyway, here we have Page of Pentacles here. So somebody's about to feel like they just have this whole new lease on life. And we're talking about page energy. This is a message. It's sending a message that you're not going to be paying attention anymore to energies who turn their nose up at you and look at you as if, as soon as I walk through the door, I feel like I was paying Like I had to pay to work on this job, or I had to pay to be in this family, or I had to pay a price, to join the circus. Shall please. Somebody just built different. Somebody just, and that's what I'm saying. Somebody exposed people's demons. As soon as you walk through the door, see, there's nothing wrong. Somebody has multiple streams. You have multiple streams of income coming your way. But again, some people don't want to accept you unless what you bring to the table. And that's it. That's it. And that's all. That's it. And that's all. So somebody is now learning the difference between, somebody is now learning the difference between what motivates you. It's not about somebody just wanting something from you, but it's really their family. It's their family. This we're talking about this right here. Something about somebody's family. That's what this right here came out. This is Pluto. It's the outermost planet. And a lot of people have this in common. It's not who you love and they love you. It's their family and how they see you. Sometimes people's family will be looking at you like, there's no way we would let this energy into, and somebody may have to expose it. Somebody may have to expose it. Expose the confusion. The magician card. Sometimes people have to expose the confusion. Because you got a feeling about something, but just like yeah, something is just overwhelming. Something is overwhelming. My psychic gifts are overwhelming. It's just amazing. Something about you having multiple streams of income is more appealing to some people's family than your heart. And something has come to light. Something has come to light. That's why people say this is what you have in common with people, Taurus. That's why when people say, "Oh, I could have easily attracted," because this is divine feminine energy, and that's attractive, right? Right. I could have easily attracted such and such and such and such, as if something is a competition. Looking at your cards, because something is now coming to light. Something that was done in the dark was coming to the light. Somebody saying they could have easily attracted so and so. Okay, well then that's where you need to be. Somebody could have easily hired somebody else, but why didn't you go with that candidate? Because you know your worth and your value. I could have easily ended up dating somebody else. Well, then that's where you need to be. That shouldn't even be a second question. You learn how to rise above the judgment of two energies, two types of energies right here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Soon as somebody started talking this, I could have gone with somebody. You know what? Hold that thought. Because you know your worth and your value. So you can see the back of my head. That's you. You know what? I'm not paying you no more attention. You don't have to worry about paying me. Don't pay. Matter of fact, don't pay me any more attention, because I just have a whole new lease on life. Whole new lease on life. I'm good. I'm real good. I know my worth and my value. Yeah. So you're down to earth and you're relatable. Somebody has already been through that before to hear that kind of, basically I'm too good for you. Okay. Something about your energy was being nitpicked when it comes to your health, your work habits, your daily routines, your fitness, your pets, your service to others, your diet, your spiritual practices. Like, child, come on, right? But at first, somebody thought they hit the jackpot when it came to your higher education, your philosophy, your something about law. You knew something about law, whether spiritual law or 3D or 5D law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. Somebody felt like they had hit the jackpot with you with all of the information. But then they went into that. They had to go into something about making something all about them. I could have. Okay, if I could have, would have, should have. That right there was a turn off for you. And that's what a lot of people have in common. That's what a lot of people have in common. As soon as they hear that, it feels like looking at your cards here, as long as you were paying some people some compliments, you would just, you know, you would twinkle in some people's eyes, the twinkle. At the moment, child, craziness. I'm telling y'all. Listen, with the moment, um, you really started saying, you know what? Something come to light, and you like, oh, hold on. People in glass houses are throwing stones. Hmm. Now, what is this about? Somebody said, what in the world is happening here? Yeah, so I feel like somebody could have been like kind of sitting around, like maybe watching something, like something going through a portal, maybe like watching maybe a YouTube channel or watching something or some kind of recording or this, that, and the other, and like, oh, okay, now the bones are coming out. Yeah, third house. If they would not take a short trip with you, they wouldn't want to be bothered with you. They something about your early education. They thought you weren't going to make it past the early education. They didn't think you were intelligent. Don't like your siblings, or don't want to interact with your siblings, or your siblings has an issue with them, or whatever the case may be, or you have an issue with theirs or whatever. They can't see your logic or your reason with anything. They don't want to communicate. They wouldn't even speak to you. Walk down the street, you could be waving till your arm almost fall off your hand fall off your wrist. They wouldn't take a short trip with you, or hobbies, child, you could forget it. So source would say some energies were determined to bring a darkness out of you because that was their demon. They were determined to bring some kind of darkness out of you because for them, somebody thought, hey, I'm a leader and I could have anybody I want. So source like, well, then that's where you need to be. That's where you need to be. That's exactly where you need to be. Matter of fact, let me hold the door for you. Don't let, yeah, okay. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, okay? I need you. Let me hold the door for you. That's where you need to be. That's exactly where you need to be. Here we have Six of Wands here. So yeah, looking at your cards here. See, somebody used to this you right here. Hey, look, this you used to being somebody, whoever the used center of attention, because you know your worth and your value. So when you connect with somebody else who is used to also being the center of attention, they can sit down here and clap and cheer for you. They're not all about the this anyway. Yeah, so somebody was determined to bring something out of you. They were determined to bring something out of you, enlighten people about um, something around music. Something around music, something around here. Yeah, because that's what they knew that inspired you. But it was about bringing some kind of a darkness out of you, like bringing. This is a bringing some. It's like somebody. You know what's coming to mind? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm trying not to laugh. What's coming to mind is what's the name of that movie? I want to say it's the Five Heartbeats, where the brothers was like fighting on stage, and one of them snatched the other one's suit, the arm of the suit, and tore it off, and they decide they decided to make it a part of the act. That's what this is. Decided to make it a part of the act. Yeah. So sources say, when somebody try to make it seem like, you're not used to a spotlight and they can't just support you, in a spotlight. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody gonna definitely try to play this, you arrogant, you this and that, but it's really a projection. Here's the Seven of Cups here. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Somebody would say you was crazy. The the Seven of Cups here is like the devil is in the details, right? So you're keeping your vibrations high because it's like on the medical symbol here is a duality. Somebody has some kind of an awakening, like, okay, I knew I was feeling something. I wasn't really sure what it was. I'm not sure what it was, but this is what a lot of people have in common. A lot of people have in common with people. Hmm. So somebody feel like they hit the jackpot. Yep, somebody feel like they hit the jackpot because a person who knows their worth and their value, as soon as people start getting arrogant with them and start talking all this, I could have done better than you and all, they turn around and walk out. Hey, look, they would rather have multiple streams of income on their own than staying with somebody who looks down on them and treats them as less than. I got this kind of friend, I got that kind of friend. I could have been with this person and that person. That's exactly where you need to be. How come you're not with them? How come you didn't choose that candidate? So I see you in a leadership position because you learning how to save yourself. Yeah, you learn how to save yourself. Something in you when it comes to energies who look down on you, it for you, it's nostalgic. Something takes you back to your childhood, being around certain people. You only want to work with certain energies like that. They can't compliment somebody because they got something different about them. Keep them in a state of confusion. You're like, I need to know something at the root. How you feel about? Let's talk. So something you're not going back to. hmm Yeah. So some kind of generational, everybody's breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. Just because some people's family feel some kind of way does not necessarily mean you and your person feel the same way, right? Doesn't mean that you and your person could be first generation breaking a generational cycle, chain, and curse. But what somebody has already dealt with was energies who basically was like, I'm gonna sit here on my throne. You should be thanking the lucky stars that I'm even that I've chosen you. You're like, no, well, hold on. I'm already the chosen one. So you can go on with that. So yeah. So something for you. Here's the Three of Swords here. Something for you is just could be like heartbreaking when you hear certain things that people have gone through, like the divorces, the surgeries, and this and that. They've gone through stuff and they believe in love again, believe in this, and they had their heart broken again and again and again, just because somebody looking down on somebody. So yeah, that's what I'm saying here for you. Yeah. I could not imagine walking into anybody's house and looking down on anybody's family, period. Because looking at this right here, everybody's family got skeletons in their closet. Some people just invest more time to wait until they can see what skeletons you have in your closet. That's an obsession. That's where the judgment card comes in. That's where the obsession comes in because two energies were obsessed with finding out skeletons in people's closet by any means necessary to make it seem like they were saving something when everybody has skeletons in their closet. But you're breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse because you're a leader, right? So if somebody's getting married. So when people start thinking that you on a high horse and thinking, oh, you think you better than somebody else, like, oh no, listen, I don't have enough time to tell you what generational cycles, chains, and curses my family broke and which one you broke in particular. But every room somebody steps in, you realize that's where source planted you. That's where source planted you. And your free will, you can turn around and walk away at any time. Yeah. So you're waking up from a nightmare. A heartbreak and a nightmare. So the way it works is that the moment you start judging somebody else, source will put you in their shoes. Source will put you in their shoes so that you can feel the very thing that you judge them on. Very thing that you judge them on. So if a person has, like when I hear people, I see people on social media talking about celebrities, oh, they've been married this amount of time. You gotta be real careful what you say you judging people on because source will put you right in, that's to put you in their shoes to humble you. And source is saying, somebody is either getting married or about to get married to somebody, and never again will somebody walk through a door and not listen to how their body is telling you how you feel in something about you. Will never walk through a door like somebody's family is saving you from something, like, oh, I just want a prize or whatever, and they wouldn't even sit next to you. They wouldn't even speak to you if they saw you on the street. Whoever they are, doesn't really matter. You on top of things. hmm Looking at you like, whatever. So that's what I'm seeing here. Some people are trip. Some of y'all have worked with energy. Some of y'all work with energies right now. They are first generation, generational chain breakers, right? But you would think, for some of the people that you all are working with, you would think that they come from this long line of wealth by the way that they act. But just sit back long enough and listen. Be like, what? Journal your journey. What, pray tell, is this? Dream even bigger. I'm telling you, somebody need to raise their frequency. They never stop loving you. Somebody never stop loving you. Should you double back for them? Pray for them, child. Just put them hands together and pray. But somebody, see what's happening. Either somebody is already married and somebody is overwhelmed. Like they cannot believe that you walk through the door and somebody want to align themselves. They give you so much attention because it's genuine. Like some people just can't believe it. They just like, oh my God. So you could be that Taurus where people are giving you so much attention and love and your hugs and kisses and all this other stuff, whether you're a man or woman, or you're about to get married to somebody who, when you walk, as soon as you walk through the door, they're going to embrace you because you've already been there where you walk through a door in your personal and your professional life. And people wouldn't even, I'm telling y'all, third house energy would not be into a short trip with you. Y'all didn't go to the same school or the same this and that. They wouldn't even consider. Here we had close out the cycle in love. Because child, please. Whew. Mm, mm, mm. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards. The spy is now turned on. People just gotta stop thinking that. Because I'm telling you, the way Source out here exposing stuff left and right, whether it's a truth or a lie, people gonna believe what they want to believe looking at your cards here. But somebody's about to enter into a leadership position looking at your cards here. But from now on, somebody's like, okay, somebody act like they don't want to be around you. They don't even have to tell you. Just their energy. I'm telling y'all, just their energy, facial expressions all crunched up like they've been sucking on a lemon. Anything that lets you know that they don't want to be around you. Hey, got the message the first time. You don't have to open your mouth and say a thing. If I even feel like you looking down, guess what? You don't even need to look up. You don't need to look up. Queen of Swords. So I'm saying you being self-sufficient, logical, self-ruling, total honesty, perceptiveness, clear-mindedness. You're going to be real clear about that. You walk through a door and somebody act like, oh, they looking down on you in some kind of way. Nope. Four of Pentacles. I see you being more conservative with your time. It's not even going to take you that long to figure it out. You don't have to hear a recording. You don't have to see anything because a lot of people are first generational chain breakers. They may tell you, hey, somebody like you, my grandparents or great grandparents or my parents would never let me be friends with certain energies, right? But that's not how they are. They could be totally different than that. They could be like, you know what? This is a different time of day, and I couldn't even imagine being treating another human being like whatever. That's their reason. You're not judging them either. They may have gone through something so traumatic. That's why they are the way they are. But for you, this right here, 3 and 8. Here's the Empress card. Yeah, something you feel in your back. Something you feel it in your back in terms of like your gifts. Your when you feel like somebody is really like a good person, like you feel like they're just a good person. They, whatever. You feel like they're a good person. You know it. Somebody know when people are good people. High vibrational. Page of Wands. Yeah. So, and you also know when people are being shady. When people see everything as a competition, immature, procrastination. They don't really want to do anything with you because they really don't want to take a trip. They kind of like dragging their feet, don't want to be bothered. Instead of just coming straight out, hey, like, no, I don't want to be bothered, or just leaving. Bye. Just leave. So some of the jobs that you all have been on, they hire some of you all because they needed to fill a quota. I mean, it just is what it is. And so but from now on, I'm looking at your cards here and just seeing that if you ever feel that way, that is the day that you need to. You can stay there, but that's the day that you need to start circulating your resume. Looking at your cards, if you're a person who's dating somebody and you feel like their family or whoever are going into business with somebody, and you feel like people are talking about going into business, but something about their face, people can't hide it. I'm telling y'all, people cannot hide it. If you're feeling some kind of way, that some people feel some kind of way about you, and you feel like, oh yeah, I remember, because source will bring it back to your memory in a physical way, because your earth sign, source will show you in a physical way, like, okay, somebody, their energy is not attracted to you, so they may say something to you that makes you feel like they ain't gonna be straight up. They're gonna come out with some slick something out of their mouth, some emotionally immature something, around, oh, I did this, like it's a competition. Oh, whatever you say, they got to one up, 2, 3, 4, 5 you. No matter what you do, they got to. Well, I would have. Here we have anyway. Source is saying, yeah. Yeah, somebody's a great parent. Someone's very tolerant. Someone's empathetic, understanding, balanced, controlled. Yeah. Yeah, but somebody was definitely judging you and someone else. Could have been somebody you were married to or getting ready to marry or whatever the case may be, by your past. And looky, bones flying everywhere. Just clickety click all over the floor, child. Just everywhere. So here we are in hermit mode. So something's about to send you into hermit mode, so a light can turn on for you internally. Because yeah, rejection is God's protection from something. So somebody is learning the difference between somebody who has moved on and they don't mean you any harm. They're like, okay, hey, something didn't work out. The job didn't work out. Okay, you go your way, they go theirs, right? And energies who make you try to make you feel like you should be grateful. Yeah, when you worked hard. Mm-hmm. So, and you're part of a team of something. You are part of a team. Somebody's a team player. So some energy is almost making you feel like you should be grateful that they let you be a part of their team. Like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, you, like I said, there's 8 of coins here. See this person with a sewing machine? Yeah, you know how to piece stuff together. That's the this number 8 right here. 8 is a karmic number. Somebody know how to piece multiple streams of income together. Somebody's a master at that, because that's how your family, somebody's family is like, know how to knit things together. Like, not, and I'm not talking about with a sewing machine, but that's how somebody is created. Somebody knows how to um, make $1 out of 15 cents. Somebody's like, hey, mom, if they got to go work 5, 10 jobs in order to put it together, somebody would do that. But source is saying somebody that you're connected with now, dating or something, was almost trying to make you feel like you, but you're closing out a cycle in love. Closing out a cycle in love. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just has a very jealous ex. Somebody has tattoos. Like, this person has tattoos on their arm. Somebody could have been in the military because they're saluting. Somebody may like to drink. Child, anyway. Yeah, the spy is now turned on, but somebody tried it. Somebody got you all messed up. But yeah, It's coming. Yeah, you were carrying some energies on your back. You've been carrying people on your back. Somebody's about to just like, okay, I need to put this down. Hey, listen. Unless I'm going on a hiking trip where my stuff is packed, see that person is going on a hiking trip by themselves. Somebody's going out and doing some grounding. Somebody could be going on a camping trip or something, but hope is on the horizon in the face of challenges. Remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you. Yeah. So somebody came in acting like they were a part of your team and all of this other stuff, but then soon somebody felt like, okay, well, um, somehow somebody's. I mean, this the energy that I'm getting. It's not your energy; it's somebody else's. You should be grateful. You should be grateful that I let you be a part of something. Somebody should have heard the Scooby Doo noise, like what? Oh, oh nah. Mm-mm. 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 The spirit of love. Don't search for true love, for it will find you. Just hold on to who you are. The world already loves your essence, so don't change it for anyone. Because that's something you're not going back to. When somebody start being shady towards your kids, this right here, Page of Wands here, somebody start being shady towards your kids, no debate. No debate. See this tree right here? Because somebody acting like they the money tree, right? And so it's like, but hey, you got to shake that tree hard. A tree was just shaking, shakety shake. Looking at this, so it's like somebody's acting like they got money coming from everywhere. But hey, let's shake that tree a little harder. Everybody, anybody that's just, I keep trying to tell people, listen, you're gonna have some people that legitimately don't want to be bothered with your family because they feel like your family is judging them. Okay, that's legit. People, everybody's feelings are valid, but somebody saw you coming through the door, and the only reason why they saw money all over you. So essentially, you were saving them from something, but they made it seem like they were saving you from something. Mm-mm. Bye. New chapter. So when things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. What I'm saying here for somebody is that source had to put some things on pause for you because either somebody made some kind of a statement that um about marriage or somebody's past or something. And so it's like, let me shine a light on some things. Everybody has skeletons in their closet. That tree just wasn't shaking hard enough. Okay. Yeah. So it's like everybody got skeletons in their closet, right? Shakety shake, right? But as soon what you expose, as soon as what you expose somebody's demons, there you should expose somebody's demons of arrogance. As soon as they couldn't be the center of attention and they saw something as competition, oh, you saw a different spirit come out, and something came out on you like a blowtorch. So let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself what is the simplest way to proceed. When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. Yeah. So remember, root chakra um, connects and relates us to the most basic animalistic nature and your need to survive, right? And the main focus is physical existence. So when somebody feels like your time is divided, it doesn't matter if they're competing with you. If they feel like you're competing with your kid, they are competing with your kids, your whoever, competing with your friends, whatever, competing with this, competing with that. That they can't be the center of your world or whatever. And see, the thing about operating in North Node and reading cards is that, and being transparent in reading cards, which again, you don't have anything to worry about. Somebody doesn't have anything to worry about, is that when people tune in who are looking for a reason to make up something, they're looking for some kind of reason to make up something. But see, the reason why, the reason why you're safe with something is because you're not obsessed. It's something about a high vibrating Taurus is like, okay, things are attracted to you. You're not obsessed. You can release something in love. That's why somebody is, like I said, when we talk about this, you got two energies that are obsessed. Somebody got two energies that are obsessed with exposing people's skeletons, whether they true or not, because they already know they plant the seed. People gonna choose to believe what they want to believe. That's something that you can relate to, right? And they want money, and they're on a team together. So, yep, that is what I have for you. Bye.